Csak azokat szabad beengedni az Unió területére, akiknek erre előzetesen megadtuk az engedélyt, és belépni csak az engedéllyel lehet az Unióba.
Imagine this. The heart of Europe's power, the European Parliament in Strasbourg. Ursula von der Leyen, the iron-fisted president of the European Commission, stands poised at the podium.
You said that Hungary is protecting its border and that criminals are being locked up in Hungary. I just wonder how this statement fits with the fact that last year your authorities released from prison convicted smugglers and traffickers before they did their time.
But then Viktor Orban, Hungary's defiant prime minister, unleashes a bombshell dossier. Secret documents alleging billions in embezzlement, shady deals tied to her allies. Chaos erupts, shouts, gasps, demands for resignation. Von der Leyen's face drains of color. She gathers her papers, turns, and storms out without a word. Is this the crack that shatters the EU's facade? A revelation exposing the hidden rot at Brussels' core?
Now in Brussels, they would like to build up a United States of Europe, a kind of empire. Some countries love it, some countries don't. We belong to the sovereignist, we don't like it.
Hey folks, welcome to Global Affairs Europe, your insider lens on the shadowy world of EU intrigue. If you're hooked on exposing these power plays, smash that subscribe button and like for more revelations. Don't miss out, or you'll be left in the dark. Now let's dive deep into this escalating war between Orban and von der Leyen. It's not just a personal feud, it's a seismic battle reshaping Europe's future, pitting national sovereignty against Brussels' iron grip. For years, tensions have simmered. Orban, the self-proclaimed defender of illiberal democracy, has clashed with von der Leyen's vision of a centralized federalist EU. Remember 2024, when she walked out mid-debate on Hungary's rule of law issues, slamming Orban for unlocking billions in EU funds despite corruption concerns? That was child's play compared to now. Fast forward to late 2025, Hungary's exclusion from key EU and US talks backfired spectacularly. Orban's pro-Russia stance, his peace missions to Moscow and Beijing, led to boycotts. Von der Leyen ordered a full EU snub of Hungary's council presidency meetings, isolating Budapest. US officials, under pressure from the incoming Trump administration, sidelined Orban in transatlantic security huddles. But here's the twist.
Technology which used in a war. So to defeat Russia is an idea which in Russia is, it's even difficult to imagine. So it's the possibility that Russia will be beaten is totally out of...
This isolation empowered Orban. Excluded, he went rogue, forging direct deals with Trump and Putin, exposing what he calls Brussels' hypocrisy. Sources leak that US talks revealed EU leaders' secret pleas for Russian energy leniency, contradicting their public sanctions stance. Backfire? Absolutely. Hungary emerged stronger, rallying anti-Brussels sentiment across Europe. Let's break it down. First, the energy sabotage. Hungary relies heavily on Russian oil via the Druzhba pipeline. In mid-2025, Ukraine halted Lukoil transits, citing sanctions. Slovakia and Hungary screamed foul, accusing Kiev, and by extension EU backers, of deliberate sabotage. Foreign Minister Peter Szijjártó blasted it as a Brussels diktat, threatening lawsuits at the European Court of Justice. Prices spiked in Budapest. Refineries teetered on shutdown. But Orban flipped the script. He secured exemptions from US sanctions, inking secret pacts with Turkey for rerouted Russian gas. Whispers from insiders suggest this sabotage was von der Leyen's ploy to punish Hungary, but it exposed Europe's dependency cracks. If Hungary collapses energetically, does the whole bloc follow? Suspense builds. What if Orban's revelations include proof of EU-orchestrated blackouts? Next, the financial scandals rocking the foundations. Orban's dossier? It allegedly details 4.2 billion euros in...
The thing must also be clear that any decision on this needs to be taken in line with the rules of the responsible jurisdiction and will respect European and international law. The fourth priority is, whatever the design of a future peace treaty, it is clear that much of the implementation
EU funds funneled to von der Leyen's allies projects bloated with kickbacks from green energy scams to vaccine deals under her watch. Remember the Pfizer controversy? Leaks tie her family to pharmaceutical lobbies. On Hungary's side, the EU froze 30 billion euros over corruption claims, accusing Orban's cronies, like billionaire Laurent Messeros, of siphoning funds. But in a shocking turn, Hungary's anti-fraud chief faced arrest for misappropriation, hinting at deeper infiltration. Is this mutual mudslinging or a web of embezzlement spanning Brussels to Budapest? Diplomatic cables, obtained through back channels, suggest U.S. intelligence shared dirt on von der Leyen's featherweight negotiations with Trump, where she caved on trade deals, enriching elites while Hungary suffered. The scandal's hidden motive? Brussels weaponizing funds to topple Orban's regime, as he openly accused von der Leyen of plotting a government overthrow. And the diplomatic shocks? Orban's Moscow visit in 2025, condemned by von der Leyen as appeasement, unveiled EU divisions. He mocked her as a political weapon, turning the Commission against patriots. Then, his Mar-a-Lago powwow with Trump? It bypassed EU channels securing U.S. gas deals that undercut Brussels' phase-out plans by 2027. Shocks rippled. Poland's Sikorsky accused Orban of sabotaging with Putin. Kallas urged a full Russian energy cutoff.
Biztató jó képet mutatott. Ami a elhárítási munkálatokat illeti, ott annyi szerencsénk azért van, hogy amikor utoljára voltak hasonló nehéz pillanataink, és 13-ban volt ez, vagy 14-ben, már nem is emlékszem, ott ugye lecsapott ránk hirtelen a időjárás, és ott az M1-esen rengeteg autó, meg ember szorult be, ott egy köresemessel kellett életre.
But Orban's Patriots for Europe group in parliament gained traction, voting no confidence motions that nearly ousted von der Leyen. The balance shifts, nationalists rise, challenging Brussels' authority. Is sovereignty winning? If this drama has you on the edge, pause and subscribe now. Join our community exposing these secrets before they bury them. As suspense peaks, consider the consequences. A fractured EU, where Hungary's defiance inspires exits like Huxit. Von der Leyen's pale exit, not just embarrassment, it's the symbol of crumbling control. Hidden agendas abound. Brussels' push for federalism masks elite power grabs, while Orban's nationalism hides oligarchic ties. Europe's teetering. Will sovereignty triumph, or will the center crush dissent? In this thriller of global relations, one truth emerges. The revelations aren't over. What Orban holds next could detonate it all. Thanks for watching Global Affairs Europe. If you value these insights, subscribe, like, and hit notifications. Stay ahead of the shadows. Until next time, question everything.